Hello, math friends. Today we're looking at an introduction to percents. We'll start by saying, what is a percent? We need to remember that a percent is a value out of 100. So it's a fraction. We can also think of it as a proportion or a ratio. Where do we use percents? We see these in real life all the time in forms of sales tax, lots of taxes. We see property tax. You might even see percent increase and decrease. You might even see them in video games in various places with a character getting a percentage increase based on a power up or whatnot. So we see them all over the place in our lives. Remembering that they're out of 100, let's look at a couple examples of what a percent looks like. Each of these grids has 100 on them. So let's say, what does 45% look like? If we're asked to fill that in, I'm going to go ahead and highlight this in here. So this would be 10, 20, 30, 40, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be 45% if I look at it just on a grid out of 100. If I look at another percent, let's say we have a percent like 23%. I notice right away that 23 is smaller than 45, so I would expect it to take up less of the area. To compare them, I'm going to shade them the same way. I'm going to go left to right. So here's 10, 20, and then 1, 2, 3. And we notice, obviously, that 45 does look much larger than 23%. This is just a nice way to introduce ourselves to percents and get a nice visual as to what they look like when I say that a percent of a number, for example, I want 73% of some certain number. That means that I'm going to have most of it. 45%, see, it's like less than half. 23% is even less than a quarter of this. So we get some idea with what percents look like, so that when we start putting more numbers to them and doing calculations, we can understand how to use them better.